talent or ability that you develop through practice. It is an ability you develop through practice. Now, there are many skills that we can learn in this 21st century. In this 21st century, the digital age, you are like a man without hands and legs if you don't have skills and you want to venture into the digital space. You just be aimless. The only thing you use the internet for is just to while away your time because you don't have any aim, you don't have any directions. You don't have skills you are perfecting on the internet. You don't have skills that you need to make money on the internet. 2020 taught us a lot of things. That is not all about going to a physical office to work. We had a lot of online things there. I learned a lot of skills during the lockdown. Now, I'm not here to just teach you what I got off the internet. I'm here to teach you what is working in my life right now as a girl child and what I am doing right now to maximize my opportunities in the digital space. Now, there are lots of skills, like I said, that you can learn in the digital space. One is copywriting. Copywriting is the act of using words to sell or to convince people to buy something. I learned copywriting in 2020. I wish there was another opportunity so that you could look at some of these skills one by one so that you can learn the one that interests you. Now, graphic design is something else you can learn on the internet. This is a work of a graphic designer. It's just a soft skill. These things are skills that will make you more employable because just like my executive director said, maybe I wouldn't be working here today if I didn't have some of these digital skills. There are skills that make you more employable. Now, somebody said that we've all heard that there is no job in the country. But the problem is that there are many jobs and there are less people with the capacity to do those jobs. So these skills give you advantage over other people that went to school. You went to school with some other people. But then these skills give you an edge over these people. So that when you show up in the labor market, you'll be prepared above those people. Now, graphic design is another skill that you can learn that will help you to maximize the digital space. You can make money. I've made money with graphic design. I've made money with copywriting. I've applied copywriting to my own business and it's working for me. I've made money with graphic design. I design for my brand because I sell fruits. So it has come in handy for me. Graphic design, I don't need to be a designer every time I want to get a design done. I do it myself. Now, something else you can learn is content creation. There's something I want you to do for me after this section. If you have access to the internet or you can borrow a phone, just go online, search for some of these skills, and then you can start learning little by little every day. You develop yourself in these skills. There are a lot of other skills that you can learn on the internet. So the internet is not just a tool for chatting or connecting with people. You know that connecting with people is important. But then once you have skills, you are not aimless when you enter the digital space. It's just like walking into this school. Walking into the digital space, like walking into your school. If I don't have an aim, a purpose of coming, like I came to educate you or I came to celebrate the International Day of the Girl Child with you, I'll just be roaming around the school. And that is how you are when you don't have any skill in the digital economy right now. So you need to focus on these skills and other skills that interest you and make sure that you have something to offer when you show up somewhere. Now, we'll be talking about how to use the digital space as well to fight gender-based violence. As you know, we are implementing a project called Momentum Country and Global Leadership, which is focused on gender-based violence. So we'll be learning how to use the digital space as well to fight gender-based violence. Now, what is gender-based violence? It is violence directed against somebody because of the person's gender. The violence directed against somebody because of the person's gender. Now, there are two types of gender-based violence, which is intimate partner violence and non-intimate partner violence. Intimate partner violence occurs between intimate partners such as husband and wife, and non-intimate partner violence occurs between non-intimate partners such as police, friends, neighbors, co-workers. Now, 1 in 3 women have experienced gender-based violence. It means that if we are 9 here, 3 of us have experienced gender-based violence. So it's something that is really eating deep into the society. And you know that anything that affects women affects the society at large. Anything that affects the girl child affect the society at large. So it is something that the USAID looked at and decided that this thing is a menace, it is a strong threat to our society, and that is why they are implementing projects. So there are different forms of gender-based violence. We have physical violence, which involves hitting someone. A guy could beat you because you're a girl, you are defenseless, you can't do anything to him, he just beat you up. Or sexual violence, which has to do with rape or harassment. Somebody could just see and touch you inappropriately because person thinks that you are a girl, you cannot do anything. So that is a form of gender-based violence. And also emotional violence. Someone could be maltreating you just because you are a girl and you feel you are powerless. So that is another form of gender-based violence. And psychological violence is almost the same. Where someone tries to speak damaging words to you, manipulate your mind. And we also have economic violence. We are all girls, all grow. Some men, when you marry them, they don't allow you to work, or you work and they collect your money from you. So that's economic violence. So knowing how harmful this is in our society, we have decided to talk about how to use the digital space to fight this gender-based violence, which is threatening us. Now in Brazil, they have developed apps and hotlines. Hotlines are numbers that you can call when you experience any form of gender-based violence, so that you can be helped. Now you can go on the internet. Earlier this year, we saw a post on Instagram. A lady wanted to get married to a man. When she heard of what happened to the late singer that was killed by her husband, she just came to her Instagram handle and posted, "I am not getting married to this guy again. This is what happened. He beats me up. He just recently beats me. Despite the fact that I'm pregnant." So she just made that post on her Instagram. Next thing, it was all over the whole internet. It was all over the place. Now that guy cannot talk to the lady anymore because she has come to the digital space to mention what the problem is. So this digital space, this internet we're talking about, can be a tool to fight gender-based violence. Now, when you experience any form of violence, or you know someone who is experiencing any form of violence, you can reach out to these NGOs. You can reach out to our NGO through the internet. You can call. You can reach out to us too. That is one of the ways you can use the digital space to fight gender-based violence. And if you go to the internet and search for mentallyaware.ng, mentallyaware.ng, the application that has to do with mental health. They have a chat bot there where you can just chat with somebody, tell the person what the problem is. Maybe you're going through depression, or you're experiencing any form of violence and it's giving you depression. You can talk to people like that on the internet. So it is a very great tool. The internet is a good tool to fight gender-based violence. And when you use the internet, you can learn about your rights. And because you can't fight for your rights when you don't know what your right is. Now, we'll also be talking about the digital space and the girl child survival. As you know, we are implementing 2 projects now. The other project is maternal safe surgery in family planning and obstetrics. And it has to do mainly with maternal and child survival. Ebonyi State has the highest rate of maternal mortality. That is death of women, like pregnant women or during childbirth. More women die in Ebonyi State than the whole country. So we need to also learn that using the digital space can help us reduce this mortality rate by learning more about what causes it. Using the internet, you can learn more about your body as a girl. You can learn more about what to do to prevent this when you get married and get to your childbearing